Hey guys, this is Tracy Lynn Cruz, also known as Ashley the Yellow Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo and Power Rangers in Space. I want to welcome you to the Power Morphicon Angel Grove High School Prom. I'm looking forward to seeing you all. It's going to be fabulous. Dress up, and we'll see you then.
Take us off the air. I don't want to start on time. I don't want to give everybody the satisfaction of us starting on time. Take us off the air.
Oh my God.
Thank you. What up, guys? Welcome to the retro. No, this isn't the retro. This is the normal Ranger wrap-up. I am back from outer space. And I walked in to see that smile upon your face. I am Joe. This is Daniel. This is Johnny Parker the second.
JP2. The sequel.
What up, guys? Get this out of here. We're going to be talking about Power Rangers today. You're goddamn right we're on time. You know why we're on time? Because I'm back, bitches. I can't even use this kind of language on Power Rangers. Hey, you
can do whatever you want.
Who cares? I can do whatever I want.
$12 million man.
I'm worth $12 million.
You don't believe us? Look it up.
It's a true story. All right, so we're going to be talking about Power Rangers, but before we get into all that, we have a few things to talk about. You already know what we do here. It's called the Super Chat feature. You know what the Super Chat feature does. It helps support the show. It also keeps your comment up there a little bit longer. We also have the TeePublic store. What that is, you can get your cool Geek t-shirts at TeePublic. That hashtag shows TeePublic store. Just type in, well, it's everything's in the description, but it's TeePublic.com/that hashtag show. There's a cool Saved by the Bell one, and there's a cool BB-8 Alpha one.
Ooh.
Check that stuff out. And last but not least, we have the THS Hashtaggers group that is on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And if you want to go to Facebook and join that community, do so. You want to know why? Because you guys get the latest information on all the latest geek news that we drop here at that hashtag show. I don't know if you guys know this or not. I don't know if you know this or not. But we just dropped some huge stories this week. Number one, we dropped the villain for Wonder Woman 2. That's right, it came from us, not Deadline, because Deadline's a bunch of bullshit. Number two, we dropped the Jungle Cruise, but we had to take that one down.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Disney.
Ooh.
Number three, we dropped some Flash villains that Migdalia did.
Oh yeah.
She didn't do the villains, but you get what I'm saying. Number four, we dropped something else?
Zorro.
No, yeah, Zorro. And number five, we dropped information on Punisher Season 2 on Netflix.
Yeah.
Guess what? Pretty soon we got some Power Rangers. If you want to know about the 25th...
Top five.
I don't want to say anniversary because it's not an anniversary, but the 25th year episode reunion thing, we officially can announce one of the former Power Ranger cast members that are coming back. Because we didn't announce it, they did. So that's going to be a thing. That'll be coming up in the next couple of weeks. Guys, you weren't here last week, and you were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're here to talk. Oh yeah, and the health bar. Thanks, Lucius. Get your brony. The health bar that's up there. That by the end of After Dark tonight, that's going to be done. Whoever's at the top of that health bar gets 2 free tickets to Power Morphicon and the Lord Draken.
Thank you.
Draken action figure. So if you want to get yourself a Lord Draken action figure, you want to get yourself to Power Morphicon 2018, and Daniel is also going to provide plane tickets if you're coming from out of town or out of state. So you can do that.
That's right. On behalf of the $12 million.
Well, you're not on well, it's coming out of your pocket. There's a reason that's $12 million, and it's staying that way.
Nope.
We don't want it to be
$12 million man right there. He's going to make it happen.
All right, so we're going to be doing that, and that's how you guys can join us. Now, for all of you guys that are new in the chat, I want you to let me know where you're from, so I could just read it and not say it. But just let me know. And if you want me to say it, super chat. That's how we work here. We are going to be talking about Power Rangers episode number 6, which is called Attack of the Galactic Ninjas. Ooh. But before we get into that, do we have any Power Ranger news this week? Guess what? We do.
Yeah.
I don't know if we do or not. Do we have any Power Ranger news this week?
You guys covered what's going on with the Boom Comics last week, so I mean, nothing new.
Yep. We talked about the Boom. Oh, Well, we did get some information from Emerald
dead.
City Comic Con that just came out today. Kyle Higgins of Boom Studios announced that, well, in the last episode of Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers from Boom Studios, we are starting to rev up for the Legacy, Shattered Grid.
Shattered Grid, yeah.
So Kyle Higgins described it today as Lord of the Rings meets Crisis on Infinite Earths. So if you're not familiar with Crisis on Infinite Earths, it's a DC... Actually, you're the comic expert. Explain to them what Crisis on Infinite Earths is.
Crisis on Infinite Earths is an amazing DC storyline where pretty much antimatter comes around, who's antimatter, and pretty much all the DC worlds collide. So when I say DC worlds, I mean like Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth 3, Earth 4. Imagine like sliders. You get different versions of Superman, Flash, Batman, some versions good, some versions bad. They all come together in this like massive team up. So if he's saying this is like Crisis on Infinite Earths, this means we can see Power Rangers from other worlds. Which also means we might see some Sentai Power Rangers as well pop in here.
Bing! And that's one of the big things. That's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to as far as what's happening there. Because, I mean, we saw on some of the covers they had some that were like Sentai Rangers. Well, they had, what's her name? Is it Hammy?
On the cover, yes.
Yeah, they had Hammy on the cover from Q Ranger.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, worlds are colliding. Worlds are colliding. And Saba's dead. And that's not okay. Yeah, R.I.P. Saba.
Hopefully get some Jetman too. I like to see some old school Sentai on there.
Oh, jeez.
I told you last week, Johnny, that we're adapting 4 Sentai seasons on Hashtag Show.
Oh yeah, you told me that. Yeah, for yours.
So that we're going to be adapting. I can say which ones we're adapting.
Okay.
We're going to be doing Q Ranger, Tokyuger, Bioman.
Wow.
And what was the other one? Bioman and Dynaman. Dynaman. We're doing those 4.
Dynaman's classic, man.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. But guys, you don't come here to learn about Power Ranger news. Yeah, you freaking do. You love it. Now, I want to throw out a question to the chat. What season? Where am I going with this? What season do you want to see show up in Shattered Grid? Now, we know we're going to get most of all the seasons, but what season do you want to see the Mighty Morphin Rangers interact with the most? Leave a message in the comments below. Super chat it if you want me to read it. Also, do we have comments this week? Because I'm going to do those now. Just kidding. I'm not doing that now. Look at that.
Well, since you're posing the question while they're taking time to answer, what's your answer?
My answer for the Shattered Grid crossover? Well, realistically, I'd like to see 2 seasons. One would be Dino Charge, and the other one would be Dino Thunder, so we could get like that Dino episode.
Okay.
Or Dino Thing, I think would be pretty cool.
Right.
I think that would be a lot of fun. It'd be different. What about you?
Do you want me to give a spoiler? Because they've already posted artwork, so...
Well, I know, but which one do you want to see the most?
Okay, if I can say so, not going with spoilers, and I haven't seen any artwork for this, but if I wanted my pick, Go Kiger. I don't want to see it done right. Like, that Power Ranger Mega Force season, I feel they did enough with it. I want to see the Power Sentai done right, so I want to see them show up.
I want to see. What about you? You didn't pick one.
Me, if I have to pick one, honestly, I want to see. Well, I know it's going to happen. As far as the White Ranger, I want to see a moment where there is
which White Ranger?
Well, Tommy, White Ranger. Actually, I want to see that because it's like, okay, we're doing all these worlds. There's going to be these worlds at different times, possibly. I know that we just saw Saba die, so I'm like, okay, let's actually see that White Ranger come back and be like, yo. You killed Saba. We're about to have this happen right now. Let's go for this. You know.
Would you also want to see a Team Tommy at some point?
Yes, that's actually the goal. That's why I'm saying it, where they all have to come. But the thing is, what I would love,
little Tommy
all of them. No, see, this is my thing. I want them all to come together to try to fight Draken, and ultimately he still wipes the floor with every one of them. Ooh. Because the thing is, there's a difference between the two, where it's like they go to an extent where it's like they'll fight, but they're not going to kill. He's like. Life means nothing. He will. So he wipes the floor with every one of them. And that would be like,
you actually gave a spoiler warning about Saba dying.
They talked about it last week. And if you weren't paying attention, well, then where were you? And it's your fault.
My bad.
The end.
Spoiler warning.
There shouldn't be a spoiler warning. Where were you guys last week?
Hey, you want to know?
When Joe wasn't here, you guys didn't watch?
Here's a spoiler.
Yeah, that
sucks. Of course. Well, $12 million.
Sucks.
Here's the deal.
It's $20 million.
Two people die in 15 minutes in the first 15 minutes of Infinity War. Just putting that out there.
Oh, God!
Ow!
Come on, man! We're not even talking Marvel!
Do you want to know?
No! After Dark, Super Chat, he'll tell you.
That's one of them.
That's how it does it.
You want to know the other one?
Let me check again.
Oh, my God. Wait, Who did you say?
I guess one.
I want to know.
got it.
I want to know. I want to find out from him.
All right, so relax. I didn't. You want me to tell you who it is?
No,
Then shut up.
no.
So here's the deal.
Oh, the David Joe.
Right? Look at this.
Spoiler. Oh, no. Joe can't keep a secret to save his life.
I just like spoiling people.
He does.
Controlling
He
people.
just like trolling you.
I kept.
It was 111. Make a wish.
I kept a few spoilers. You guys don't know. I never told anybody what happened in Black Panther after I saw it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. He didn't.
I'd say a
He didn't.
word.
He didn't.
Oh, okay.
And trust me, I was sitting there like, didn't say a word.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell any. Yeah, so it's not. You know what? I'm just gonna tell everybody right now.
No. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You guys are coaxing it out of him. You know that, right? Don't.
I stopped
don't.
doing it.
He's like, well, fine. You want it? Then just give it. So.
Oh, is that little? Is loser Lucius trying to call me a name? That loser out there,
Joe
Lucius.
the Gremlin. Joe the Gremlin.
Joe-
You can't even come up with something original. That's what I called Carlos.
Danny, we can't feed Joe after midnight.
All right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
Now,
man.
Chester's actually the gremlin on the show. He already knows what's up. All right, so we're gonna get into Power
What
Rangers.
did they want to say?
I don't care. We're gonna get into we're not gonna get into the comments. We're gonna talk about the show.
Yeah.
So this week's episode is called Attack of the Galactic Ninjas. Last week you were not so high on the last episode, Johnny.
No, not so much. Not so much. This episode was a little bit better, though. This episode was a bit better. A lot of
little
my
bit
critiques from the last episode.
Look at that super chat.
Oh, jeez.
So I didn't see the show, but my league is still up. Oh, I think this is Tom. No, I can't see who it is. Who is this? Is this Tom? Tom! So I didn't see the show, but my league is still up, streaming, posted in the hashtaggers group. Much love to the hashtaggers who has stopped in hashtag NFLG. Oh no, NFTG.
Oh, what?
That's the technical league I believe he's in.
Wow.
Excuse me. Tom is great. If you're in the THS hashtaggers group, then you should join up and watch Tom's stream.
It's good stuff.
You know what? Since all these people are complaining about spoilers, I was gonna release that interview about the Ranger that we interviewed that talks about the 25th anniversary episode.
But no.
We're not doing it anymore.
No.
We're gonna cancel it since everybody's gonna complain about it.
Look what you've done.
So
Look what you've
Look
done.
at you.
that's on
Now
them.
we don't get it.
That's on them.
Jeez. Joe the Lap. You guys really, really.
Chill.
Man.
It's okay. I have thick skin. I can take it. And
But now people are going to miss out on something great.
oh well, it's their own fault. I'm gonna say who you can blame in that. You can blame Lucius. You can blame Thomas Franco. You can blame. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. You can blame Team Honey Badger plays Vanguard. You can blame.
Dang you, Honey Badger.
That is a good
Dang
name.
you, Honey
You
Badger.
can blame MJ Spud. You can blame Lucius twice.
Lucius again?
Dude.
Yeah, and I think that's and then that's about it. Oh, and Red Ranger 241. You can blame all of them. And there you go. So let's talk about this episode.
Shame.
This episode, I personally feel like this is a mixed season for me. So far, out of the 6 episodes, there have been 3 good, 3 bad. We're talking about a 3 out of 5, or 2.5 out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
I think that the episodes like this really ring home the feel and authenticity of real life. And I know that we're saying this in a fantastical element. I'm using big words that half these people don't understand, but we're doing this in a fantastical element of keeping keeping Power Rangers relevant to adults and people. I think that the one thing that I do love about this is you get to see the Rangers interact as Rangers. There's Larry Newbill. I love Larry Newbill. He's dope. Thank you for the super chat, Larry. You get to see cool things. First of all, you get to see the interaction of them being friends, and you get to see them in a real life situation. Because I'll be honest with you, if I was Calvin, I'd be a little upset too. Thoughts, gentlemen?
Honestly, if I was Calvin, I'd definitely be upset. I mean, it's like, come on, what's going on here? Like, my girl's sneaking away with it's somebody that I'm supposed to know. We're supposed to be cool and sneaking away with you? Nope. Automatically, I'm completely upset, and somebody is going to pay.
Exactly,
That's
same
it.
thing. Like, we
That'd
wouldn't
be
have
it.
gotten that far as he did. Like, when he saw the kiss. Once he had given my girl some jewelry, walk around holding hands, I'm like, that's the line right there.
Yeah.
That's the line right there.
I don't
I guess
look
that
at
point
that.
we would've had a conversation.
I don't look at that as overreacting or jumping to conclusions because you saw it. It'd be
Yeah.
one thing if you
Oh,
heard
yeah.
about it.
See, that was
you
the
heard
thing.
about
That was the
it.
thing.
That's jumping to conclusions. But when you see it and you don't get any context or information, but you see it, yeah, dude. At that point, it's like situation's escalated.
Yo, I'm seeing a kiss. That's all I know is I'm seeing a kiss.
I love when the mentor was like, it's like, oh, so you saw them kiss and like puts the hammer on his foot. It was like, you can't jump to the conclusions. It's like, wait, so what other thing would they be doing or kissing for? Please, sir, give me some examples if you don't want me to jump to conclusions.
No, because at first I thought he was just doing it to get out of the conversation.
Dude, that's what I thought,
was like, okay, that's a good move.
I was like, this is brilliant. Just walk away.
Just knock it over, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't. And then when he started to do the whole thing and jump to conclusions, oh, well, then maybe you shouldn't jump to conclusions, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it would have been a great lesson, but unfortunately with something like this, it's not a great lesson at all.
Who are you more mad at this point, though? Calvin or Hayley? I'm sorry, not Calvin. Hayley or Preston if you're Calvin.
If you're Calvin. That's a good point.
You mad at your boy, you mad at your girl. Because I felt with Preston, he kept pushing, like, hey, he kept pulling her aside, like, hey, let's go at it. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoa, yeah, true.
Calm down.
If I had to, like, as far as being upset with someone, and I'm Calvin, at this point, geez, it's hard. I'm mad at my girl first. Because it's like, you know, where's our loyalty, our connection? This is what we got signed up for.
Right.
And then after that, it's like, bros before, you know, no.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I'm upset at him too. So, but it's her first and then him.
No, I agree. So for me, it's the exact same thing. It's like your girl. That's like, that's your girl. That's potential wifey right there. That's who you like intimate with and everything like that. She knows your secrets and whatnot. So I'm upset with her first. And then when it goes to my friend, he's got to catch these hands.
Yep.
You just got to catch these hands at this point. Like,
That's it.
You ready for
That's
this
it.
work?
Like,
I'm sorry.
ready for this work.
Yeah, because
Hey, I got a question for both of you. This relates to this episode. Have you or would you ever date one of your friend's ex-girlfriends?
Ooh.
Yes. Another super chat. Hey, Daniel, you get your morpher? No, JD took it.
Oh, JD had my morpher apparently. So that's something we're going to have to talk about. He already had it in the car for safekeeping. I'll safekeep him.
So would you date one of your friend's ex-girlfriends?
No.
Would you date anybody that your friend dated?
Girlfriend, so dated? Girlfriend, no. Because girlfriend implies there's commitment,
Another super chat. I have a feeling, sorry to cut you off. That's what happens when we do this.
Thank you.
I have a feeling Lord Draken is going to die by the Dragon Zord teabagging him. And Joe, please pay for my plane ticket. Not after, no.
As we said to him,
no.
See,
you can pay for your own plane ticket.
You did
But
this.
the
Michael J. Spudwick.
the teabagging death actually sounds pretty classic, and I'm not against that. I'm not against it at all.
Now I'm just thinking, what tune would he play? Like sounds like it was like like Tommy's on the building. Like, okay, now the image is in my head. Thank you, Spud.
Oh my god, yeah.
So
what would be the tune?
Okay, so would I date my friend's ex-girlfriend? No. Too much commitment right there, too much history. Now, someone that I dated, if you went out with the girl in like in January and it's like March, I'm like, yeah, I'll probably make a move. As long as I would pass it by him first, though.
Oh, you would definitely pass it by him.
I would ask first.
Anything happen?
I would ask first.
Before anything happened.
Well, if I'm just chit-chatting.
Where did it have to escalate?
Yeah,
exactly. If I feel some chemistry, I feel there's a potential there, I ask first. I feel like some casual flirting and joking around.
Well.
Oh my God.
Well. I know a few people that have dated people that I've dated before. I don't really care. But as far as me dating someone else's, like, oh, friends, yeah, I would. It depends on the friend, actually.
Would you tell
them? It depends how far everything got. It depends how far we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know? But it's not about, but the thing is, it's more of telling them, not asking. I'm not asking you for permission. I'm a grown man. I'm not going to ask you, can I date your girl that you used to date? P.S. Used to, which means you ain't in the picture no more. You're not that important. You're not special. I am. So, with that being the case...
Wait, did you not just bring up the whole argument of bros before, oh no? You just brought that up a moment ago. You're breaking your own rule.
No, I said bros before, oh no, because the thing is, it's like, dude, she's literally dating him, and you're just like stepping in and... You're stooping after she's already like, you know, like...
But Calvin has 2 strikes against him. He forgot the anniversary. Listen,
he forgot the anniversary.
If you're Preston, you can't be... Preston just moves in.
Oh!
Because he forgot the anniversary.
No.
He's like,
they you know what? Broken up.
I can only imagine right now, Preston on the phone like, yeah, it really sucks he forgot. You know, I would never forget about it. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we should hang out. Yeah, let's watch a movie. And then it just escalates.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah? Yeah, we should watch a movie.
There's more to it. Here's the thing. No. Here's what I don't
He's
understand.
like, let's watch Power Rangers: A Turbo movie. Come on over.
There's one thing about this
Netflix.
episode that I don't understand, though. Is that, okay, I understand she wanted it to be a surprise. I completely get that. However, is it that much of a surprise if you're playing the opposite lead of another dude that's your friend, and you guys are playing this role, you guys have to be in a relationship?
That was like, and I don't understand. Like, it was like, oh, let's keep it quiet. It's gonna be a great surprise for him. Like,
why?
But like, yeah, a surprise for like who, on how, and what. Like, is it a surprise because you two are both acting? Is it a surprise because Preston's acting? Is it a surprise like that she's acting? Like, who? What?
I think it's supposed to be a surprise because she has stage fright, but they never really established that.
But why?
Because
how is that
hints
helpful?
at it, kind of.
I know, I agree with you, but I think that's what they were going for. I agree with you because
Yeah.
like that benefits me in no way.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
I'm out with the audience like there would be no, they'd be like, duh.
yeah, I'm like, wait a minute, I thought you had stage. What the hell?
I also think that all my favorite episodes of this season, the super season, has been all the relationships.
Yep.
Like,
That's
they're all the
Joe's
best. You
favorite.
should scoot in because
For
you're like
Joe's
halfway on the
favorite.
camera.
For Joe's favorites, it has been it has been those.
It's the best. Like, when you get to the real core of like who these people are, I think it's the best stuff.
Wait, question though. So here's the thing. Let's go back to this question. You're Preston, right?
Okay.
And you're cast opposite your friend's girlfriend, and you have this kissing scene coming up. Do you tell your friend about that?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I'm looking at him now like he should have said something.
She's
like
like,
he was
oh,
a little bit too
yeah.
happy every time he come like, hey, we gotta go practice. We got you, dog. I was like, he was a little bit too happy about this every single
He was
time.
excited. He was
Even afterwards, he was like, I kissed your girl. It's a surprise. I was like, this is not
That is
right.
so true.
This is
That is so true.
chemistry right now.
That is so true.
Like,
When he
Boomer
showed-
should have had a conversation with him. Like, look, bro, you can't be doing this. Like,
the
you
last-
messed up the team.
on the last
so we're taking
time-
one together, right?
It's true.
On the last time before they had to go again, he was like, "Oh hey, we gotta go. It's about that time." I was like, "You're way too happy, man." Like,
Yeah.
that is kind
Well, it
of
also
upsetting.
doesn't help too that she's lying about like the necklace and he knows this.
He does.
So it's kind of, I personally don't understand. I think I would jump to those conclusions as well.
Is it really like we said? Is it really jumping to conclusions when you actually see fact? All I saw was a kiss. The fact is they kissed. That's what I
And
saw.
we're holding hands.
And oh man, I didn't get that part. Okay, I understand you guys are happy to go ahead and do a scene, but why you have to hold hands and skip together on the way to do the scene? I'm like, hold on, what's going on? No.
It's like I'm looking at the script right there. Like, there's no point.
I don't
for
know.
Romeo and Juliet are holding hands and skipping. Why are we doing this?
Then you gotta
Why
take
are we
it.
putting extras on it?
So here's a funny behind the scenes story of Hashtag Show. I got accused of being the Hayley in a relationship here on Hashtag Show. So
Oh yeah.
Really?
yeah. So I don't remember. I do remember at Comic-Con it kind of like came out, but like Comic-Con, I think the year before last year, that I don't remember how it started. Oh, it started with one of our producers told one of the girls who was dating at the time, told her, hey, it looks like you and this other girl are getting along. Like you got. Oh no, she says you guys look really good together, right? Mm-hmm. And then the person I was dating took it in a completely. After that, I just hated her for the rest of the remainder of our time here.
Okay.
And me and said girl that I was shipped with, we're still really close friends to this day. She's still on the show.
Yep.
But it was interesting though because I was in that role and that was definitely jumping to conclusions. So now that I'm really talking this out, but however, I didn't give any indication besides a couple pictures of like me, like whatever. But like just a couple pictures. It's not like I was making out with or kissing this girl, holding her hand.
What was the pictures like, Joe?
Well, it's they're out there.
Oh my!
They're not terrible, but like it's not.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
I mean, I can understand.
Can you imagine this picture that he said it's not so bad? It's like they were so bad.
No, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
You're like, what's happening?
He's looking like he's doing like Ja Rule shot these pictures 2004.
It was like how
We just work together.
Yeah, right.
We just work together.
No. I mean, I can understand it too because even JD called me. Didn't call me out, but he was like, because we did a little shoot. You were in part of it actually, and we did a little shoot. And then JD was like, I could see how this could be like a problem. Oh, you know what that means? Whenever a phone goes off in the studio, that person has to buy a case of beer. So we know who the case of beer is coming from.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, Jezzer.
I don't even know that rule, but my phone's on silent. Yes.
yes.
Amateur hour back there.
boy.
So that was the situation. So I realistically do sympathize with Hayley
Right.
to an extent. However, I know how things can get blown out of proportion. I didn't get myself out of the situation because I was pretty honest about the situation from the get-go.
Do you think Preston, at one moment, at any time, do you think he was ever like, yeah, I do kind of look like the other man? Like,
Absolutely.
I look like the side dude.
Oh, no.
Like,
Preston, no. I think he was just
no?
so excited. I think in Preston's head, he was trying to rationalize it. It's like, I'm helping my friend get over stage fright, and this is going to be something cool for my other friend to see his girlfriend get over something.
See, now the thing is what I want Peter here, because I know Peter would be like, yeah, there's a lot of things I wouldn't have done if I was Preston. Like, I can tell he would have been like, if I was writing Preston and I didn't want people to think it, I would have not done this, that, and the other. But I want that. I want to hear Peter say it, because I know it's so true where you look at it and you're just like, yeah. You look really excited just
All
anytime.
the time.
And then the hand holding, there are so many like red flags, and it was just like, okay.
And Preston should have had doubt. Like, you're right. They should have written. We had some doubt. Like, should we not tell him?
He should have been hesitant.
She'd be like,
yeah.
no. It's going to be surprises. Blah blah blah. He's like, all right, I guess. But then it should be like them just spending time together.
Yeah.
Maybe seeing the practice kiss, the holding hands, and skipping was just too much over the top.
It was way over the top. Like you said, it was like, hold on, I'm at the table reading.
Hey, Lucius, I'm going to answer your question without super chatting. When are we doing Ranger Skype calls? You're never allowed to call our show. So Johnny, I got to ask you a question. So when we saw this episode, no, because we can see who's calling.
You're just gonna hang it up.
When we got to this episode, one of the cooler things that I liked a lot too, and Daniel was right, I think it sets it up, is that the villains get ninja prisms as well.
Yeah.
So I think that it's smart that they're foreshadowing like what the next 4 villains could be for the next month. I think that's smart. It's something that Power Rangers doesn't do a good job at, but I think this episode does execute it well. And the fighting looked great.
Oh, no. The fighting looked amazing.
Dude.
That was my problem with the last episode, is that it was too much American footage. And for this one, they balanced it out. Even the American scenes were really well done. But when they brought in the Sentai footage, it just took it to that next level. Like, we were watching it, we just yelled out, oh, Hurricanrana.
Yeah.
Right there.
It was
It was
good.
super sick. It was amazing.
It was good. I dug it. But the whole thing was with the villain setting them up this way. It kind of reminds me of like Afro Samurai, where it was like, oh, okay, you know who he's going to fight next according to this and blah, blah. It was like, oh, well, I am this, I am the fastest, blah, blah. I am this, which I do dig. I'm not putting it down on it. Actually, I like that. I enjoy it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is actually, like you said, a good setup. But it was just seeing it in that way, I was like, oh, man, it's like Afro Samurai. I dig this. this.
Or what's that one video game called? It's not Beautiful Joe. It's another one where the guy has like a lightsaber and he has to fight the 10 assassin, move his way up.
Yeah.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic.
No.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah,
Scott Pilgrim.
No.
Okay.
Or,
that's also.
Yeah, it's a Wii game. It was on the Wii and like the GameCube. But you know what I'm talking about? It's the same thing though, where he's like working his way up. And like you say, it gives you a little bit of excitement.
It does.
And you're waiting for the twist.
Yeah.
Because you know it's just not going to go that way.
No.
There's going to be a twist
exactly.
coming in.
And so I also felt that we also got a pretty decent amount of American fight stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
which was kind of cool. I did check out when we got to the mech scene.
Of course.
But you talk to me. What did you like about the most in this episode?
Most of the episode actually literally were the fight scenes. They were really done. They were done very well, very well. And at some moments it was like, wait, is that American? Is that? I can't tell. I can't tell sometimes. But they were moving so fluidly. It was so great. And I was just like, okay, all right, you're giving us something back. Like, it seems like, which I know didn't happen, but it's like they heard you guys last week and they were just like, all right, we're going to make sure that we do something correct. But they did bring something back from last week, which is that backdrop surprise.
Oh my God.
I love that. It was so... Joe will tell you while we were watching and it happened, I just erupted into laughter. I couldn't take it. It's so cheesy, but I love it, man. Exactly. I love it so much. There's stuff where it's just like, you know what, forget it. No guilty pleasure. It's just a pleasure. I enjoy it. It was just, the backdrop drops and he's like, gotcha. You didn't see me there. Duh. And they're just like, what? And then he just starts stealing memories. It was fun. It was great.
It was hilarious. It was so good. Like, I started yelling out too right there. I was like, Jezzer, he's doing it again. Because what's the bulk character on the show's name?
Victor
Vincent. Bernie Bregman.
Bernie Bregman?
No, it's Victor or Monty.
All right,
Victor Monty.
But Victor just had me cracking up last week when he does it in the classroom, and to see it happen here, I was just like, oh my god, what if he's really a ninja? What if what's something going on here?
That would be
so
good.
awesome.
By the way, do you guys realize that Victor, Vincent, Bernie, Bregman, it seems
Yeah.
similar. Like it's very
Yeah, that's actually
confused.
true. That's actually very true.
A little bit of Stan Lee-ish, a little bit of alliteration. Oh, the name of that game was No More Heroes.
Boom.
Awesome game.
Michael
Awesome
J.
game.
Spud, whatever his name is. He likes your watch.
Oh, thank you.
Is that the one of the Ninja Steel? No, it's not.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but-
it's your watch. It's a nice little watch I got picked up. Meister watch. A friend of mine gave me.
Ooh.
Bomika, thanks for joining us. It's 3 a.m. where she is, so wherever
Ooh.
you are is pretty advanced.
Good morning, Boomy. We love
That's
you.
crazy. All right, so what else we got?
For the episode, ultimately, it's just like, well, I guess rating it, right?
Yeah,
Because I mean, we talked about really what was happening in the episode, what we liked, what we didn't.
No, I heard Jezzer did the show wrong last week. I heard that Jezzer did the show wrong last week.
I have no idea.
Wait. What did we do
Show
wrong?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Someone told us.
That's what
Someone
that's
told
what,
us-
that's what
Guys,
our, that's
what
what our
Jezzer-
internet producer Robin Chan said that we're doing that Jezzer is doing the show wrong last week. I
thank
didn't
God
know
we
that.
have an internet
Thank you, Robin,
producer,
for keeping us on
because
point.
Thank you,
yes,
Robin, for
We
internet
appreciate
producing
it.
us.
Thank you.
Let's rank this episode. What do you guys want to give it?
Man, honestly, if I had to give it a ranking, because I did enjoy it, I'm giving it a 4.
4. I'm also gonna have to. See, I like episodes where they lose their memories because it depends on how they lose their memories on how fun it can be. So I was
Okay.
just watching an old Mighty Morphin episode. It's right around the time where Rocky, Ab, and Aisha come in, and
geez.
there's this prism monster.
Yeah.
Remember this. But they lose their memory. Billy, Tommy, and Kimberly lose their memory, and the 3 new Rangers have to help with that.
Yeah.
And I remember they go into the command center, and Billy and Kimberly say the exact same things they said in the pilot, and then Tommy adds in what he would have said if he were in the pilot too, which I think was super cool. Like I really dig that episode. But I like that Levi's trying to teach them how to fight like a ninja, right?
Yeah.
And I like that so uncoordinated how Brody just kind of falls and then Preston's kind of doing some weird moves. I really like
Rachel's
that.
just back there on her cell phone.
Yeah,
Right.
She doesn't care.
Which I think Loki, the actress, was just actually doing
she's-
that.
Yeah,
Like,
she
I'm
was
not doing this. We just need to wrap this up.
She's like, what's going on? Twitter it is.
So I think I gotta give this episode a solid 4 also, despite what Victor and Monty getting shipped off to South Africa.
Oh,
Oh
man.
god, we forgot about that totally.
Go ahead and rate it. We still got to talk about that. I'm sorry.
I would give it. So last week I gave last week's episode like a 2.5. This week was a really big improvement. Like I cracked up when he did that whole backdrop thing, had me leverage. When Boomer drops the hammer on his foot. At first I thought we were talking about. I thought he was just getting together in a conversation, which was like, that is amazing. He's like, oh, this is awkward. Gotta go. Good luck with that. That is crazy. But instead he gave that life lesson or whatever, which was like, huh? Really?
Yeah.
But I'll probably give it, I'm close to you guys, I'll give it like a 3.5. The fight scenes were amazing. I love what they did with it. Same thing as usual. I kind of checked out with the mech scenes. And, I just want to see them step the running game up. Like, again, that whole running away skipping and holding hands thing kind of held it back. They could have done something a little bit better with that.
Yeah. I'm going to say if you're going to do you're going to be a side dude, you do it properly.
Exactly. Just be low key about it.
That's
Send her text message like,
Yeah,
look, we
you
need
know.
to practice. Wink, 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 wink.
So
wink, wink.
far this season, Peter did promise that this season was
Wink,
going to be one of the
eggplant.
better seasons. I don't think it started off as strong. However, I think that for out of the 6 episodes they've had 3 have been good, 3 have not so much. So it's batting about 50% right now, which is, I mean, on the scale of Power Rangers, it's average to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it's great. I don't think, but it could, who knows? Maybe it could hit it out of the park by the end of the season.
But I
We'll see.
will say Victor and Monty are doing very well, and I think we're frozen. But Victor and Monty
frozen.
are doing very well.
We're
far as what's
frozen.
happening.
Let it go. Let it go.
I don't like it not one bit. Are we still frozen? Yeah, we're frozen.
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't know. We're going to find out. Sorry, guys. It's so weird.
Oh, I love that. Blind Entertainment said, can Victor and Monty stay in Africa?
Oh, can you guys hear us at least? Oh, device not available. What is going on?
Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Cool.
There we go. We're back.
All right.
Frozen. We're back.
So,
We're back.
like I was saying with Victor and Monty, and yeah, can they stay in South Africa? Victor and Monty. I mean, it's the equivalent of literally kidnapping someone and then sending him away.
But it's happened on tons of things.
Yeah, it did. You guys pointed that out.
Drew Carey,
WWE.
Just, I mean, any like
he said Alf or whatever,
Alf,
Smurfs, whatever the stupid show was.
Sister. It happens on a lot of shows. I don't know, any CW show. But yeah, like people get taken away. But it was just really weird. I don't know why they were just like, all right, and we'll just just with reckless abandon, we're just gonna take some teens and send him away. So this way you can have his role. Like all you really need to say was, I'm gonna shoot this person and take his job, or like you were Nancy Kerrigan and like Tanya Harding. Literally that was what's happening right there. I'm gonna hurt you or something and just take your job. Like
pretty much.
Why is that okay?
So I have the lead role in the high school play.
Yes.
This is what's important.
Yes.
This is what's important. And you're gonna be my accomplice.
Hey, did you guys talk about? Did you guys talk about last week at all the Hasbro thing?
What about how Hasbro's like taking over for the toys, right?
No, about how Hasbro's taking over for the toys.
I think about it. Yeah, Jessica brought it up a little bit. We talked about that. Yeah.
What do you think?
Hasbro makes good toys. Like Hasbro makes really good toys.
Yeah.
That's their game. And not only that, the cool thing about it is, like, I'm not sure if you ever know where we film at. Hasbro's main office is like half a mile from us. So to be able to go there, maybe see some demos, get some discounts on toys. Like, I'm all over this. And again, you're trusting somebody to make toys who knows how to make toys.
We already have a great relationship with Hasbro, so that's amazing. But guys, we are going to talk about Power Morphicon right now.
Ooh.
What is Power Morphicon, you ask? Well, if you're in this chat and you don't know what Power Morphicon is, leave. If you are in this chat and you do know what Power Morphicon is, I'm just kidding. You can stay. But check it out. Power Morphicon is the world's largest Power Rangers convention. It happens once every 2 years. It is biannually. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Biannually?
Mm-hmm. I thought biannually meant it happens twice in a year.
Maybe that's what that means. Whatever. It happens once every 2 years.
There you
so
go.
This happens to be the year, and it happens to be a good year. The 25th season of Power Rangers, technically 25th season of Power Rangers. I don't call it an anniversary because it's not an anniversary.
It's not an anniversary.
I refuse to call it an anniversary.
You have to actually finish the 25th year.
And
then
have an anniversary,
because
when your parents get married, they don't automatically, it's not their first anniversary.
Nope.
No.
They have to
wait a whole year.
Yeah.
So this is the 25th year of Power Rangers. It's going to be an epic year. There's tons of Rangers that have been announced. Go ahead.
I was going to say 25th celebration.
25th celebration. I like that. 25th celebration. They saw that in the screen, right? Or no, maybe not. I don't know. 25th celebration this year. There's going to be a lot planned. A lot of Rangers are going. A lot more even confirmed. I was just talking to one yesterday. She was on. We talked for a long time last night, or yesterday afternoon. Sorry, I didn't make it sound weird. But she's going, and her cast is going, and that's Wild Force. So
Wild Force is going?
Well, most of them.
Oh.
Some can't attend due to circumstances, but most of them.
Okay. Can I ask? Can I go through the list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yellow Ranger?
She should be there, yeah.
Pink and White Ranger?
Yeah.
Black Ranger?
Yeah.
Blue Ranger?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done.
Yep.
Okay, I'm done.
Wow. And
wow.
Their mentor. Their mentors.
Oh, the mentor's going to be there?
Should be there.
Oh, I'm double good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ask. Is the Red Ranger?
He's definitely not going to be there. At least I don't think so.
Wait.
I don't think he'll be there.
The Red Ranger, isn't that because he's like
he's unavailable at the moment?
yeah, right.
He's not
available at the moment, right?
Not anytime soon, I don't think.
Right.
So that'll be happening in Power Morphicon. Power Morphicon 2018. You can also check us there. We're gonna have a pretty big day. But one of the things that we have is going to be the Angel Grove prom.
Oh gosh.
Daniel is going with Mrs. Appleby, which I find pretty
Definitely.
amazing. MILF
Definitely.
Chaser, I guess
Hey,
we're gonna call you.
Mrs. Appleby?
I'm just saying, I appreciate women that are like a fine
We call
wine,
Daniel the Gilf Hunter.
Yeah, that's right.
Gilf Hunter, Power Rangers Activate.
Wait, Gilf? What, Gilf?
Yep.
No, wait,
So
no, we're going
that
to pass on that
is
one. Not
the
Gilf.
Power Ranger
Not
that you are.
Not
Gilf
Gilf.
Hunter.
Nope.
Gilf Hunter Ranger.
Nope.
That is what's
It's a
happening.
giant old woman Zord that comes like walking up. He's like, you don't even
pretty
know where
much-
you enter the Zord from.
They pretty much already
You don't
have
know where you
it.
enter the Zord
They
from.
already pretty much have one when they have that high chair right now. It's just sitting there like,
Oh, yeah, that's true,
close
that's
enough. So it's just, she just sits in it like,
So-
and ready to go.
We asked you guys to send in your Power Morphicon Angel Grove promposals. And some of you guys have done it. Now, we haven't done this in a little bit of time, but if you want to send those in, send it to our Facebook at that hashtag show, or you can email them to us. This has to be video, by the way. So Robin Channel, learn how to work the video. Or what you can do is you can email us at fanquestions@thathashtagshow.com, or you can send it to our Facebook, and that'll be on the show next week. However, we have one so far today. We have two. So let's take a look.
Derek Hervey, 25, Arkansas, Taurus, Searle, favorite, movies, horror, drama, comedy, action, martial arts, swimming, football, basketball, baseball. Yeah, I played a little bit of some street hockey. And of course, a little kung fu fighting. Wah! Anywho, Power Morphicon's coming up, and the hashtag show's hosting the Angel Grove prom there on the 18th, Saturday, August 18th. Anywho, I was wanting to invite Megan Batoon. Would you be cool to come with me, go with me to Power Morphicon at Angel Grove prom? I humbly await your...
Hey Allison, it's Jezer. That hashtag show is throwing an Angel Grove High School prom. Let me be the goose to your maverick as we fly into the danger zone as you accompany me to the Angel Grove High School prom.
I'd love to get, what the fuck?
How'd you come you frozen? That was it? That was the frozen.
Wow, awesome. yours had like all this what man?
I know.
Like Jezer's was all like,
yeah, because
got a bunch of
dicks behind you.
yeah, right. Yeah, we got to redo mine because you guys don't even want to see exactly what it was.
The Kill Finder was on the mission.
Lined up a bunch of.
And I don't mean hot dogs.
No.
So we're going to be talking.
Just Richard.
So that was a thing that's going to be happening. If you want to send in your promposals, send them into THS. Nope, send them into fanquestions@hashtagshow.com. Or it's easier. Just put your videos. I'm going to emphasize this again. Videos in Facebook on our Facebook page. That hashtag show. Or hell, put them in THS hashtaggers. One of these guys will figure out how to download it from there.
Put on Instagram, man.
So we can totally do them, huh?
Instagram?
Nope.
Okay.
We're not doing.
Instagram.
Don't send them to Instagram.
Nope. Okay.
So
you heard that here. Don't.
Also, we would encourage you not to ask Power Rangers as your dates because there's a 97%. There's a 99. There's about 100% chance that they're probably going to say no, whether they're married or taken or whatever it may be. Just saying. So you may want to ask other people in the community because what we're trying to do is stuff for the community. And listen. Oh, go ahead. You're going to say something.
I was going to say, even the Red Wild Force Ranger would say no?
Well, he's not anytime soon. What is that chiming noise?
My fucking computer.
Josh shows
I think that counts. The 2 cases of beer. That counts. All right, ladies. You've heard
Corona
it.
and Heineken. We're going international.
Case of beer.
So the other thing that I want to say, too, is that we're doing this for you guys, the fans, because we think that Saban's doing a piss poor job of actually giving you events, and we're going to do them for you. And if you like what we do, hopefully you can check out other stuff we have planned. And I think it's just going to be fun. I think it's just going to be a good time with other Ranger fans and a community that really embraces it and I think likes it. And if you want those smiley, pearly white Power Ranger other outlets out there, go and watch them. I'm not that guy because I don't care. All right, so we're going to be talking about comments, and these are your comments. And let's see. I'll do the second. So you can start. You can start us off.
Okay. From Lionel Nolan. I think the problem with Power Rangers now is the fact that the producers and writers use the "it's a kid show" excuse, and I think it's ridiculous. I'm there with you. One, you don't treat kids like idiots. I remember Nickelodeon had first aired a new show, and it didn't even last 10 seconds before I changed the channel. This is true. Ooh. Two, there are older seasons of Power Rangers with mature and heavy storylines still named kids, so really they have no excuse.
I agree with her. Like we talked about this last week. There are shows that they have on their channel like Avatar: Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. Even you go back in the day to like Are You Afraid of the Dark and things like that, where they have mature storylines that kids really bought into.
Hold on, before I'm going to cut you off here. Power Morphicon, or Angel Grove Prom by that hashtag show at Power Morphicon. It's going to be in the convention center. Yeah. It is free. If you have a badge, it is free. We are not going to charge you. You know why? Because a lot of you guys are spending your hard-earned money coming out to Power Morphicon, whether it be on tickets, whether it be on plane tickets, or whether it be on hotels, whatever it may be. We want to give you an experience. So even if you don't have any money at Power Morphicon, then we want you to take away the experience of going. So
it's going to be so amazing.
Yeah, exactly. There you
go. It's about the community for the community. So we want to make sure that we service the community, and that's what we're doing.
I'm renting a limo for it. It's going to be awesome.
Are you really?
And then, I'm renting a limo. You guys are right. And then what's really dope is Daniel's going to live party at the after party. It's going to be his parents' cabin. So it's going to be on fire.
Yeah, that's right.
Daniel, for that limo, I got you a little hat. I got you a suit to wear. So you can drive us there.
That's going to. With a hat, do I get a hat?
I'm the $1 Million Man.
Okay.
You're Virgil.
Wait, I get a hat? Do I at least get a hat?
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm in. Wait, but Virgil used to wear like the suit.
Yeah, you wear that. You wear that.
No. And then he'd wear the tights sometimes, and that was no.
You don't want this for yourself. I'm going to it.
Too late. I'm already in. So that's it. Full tilt. Go ahead, Joe. You want the second one?
Was that the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right, Cyril Moore. This episode was cool. I would love to see Power Rangers Ninja Steel versus MMPR versus Power Rangers Ninja Storm TV movie. Well,
whoa,
sounds great.
I don't know if that would ever happen because you know how they are when it comes to budget and trying to bring people back. Ooh. But that would be good. I would actually be interested in seeing it. I don't know about Ninja Storm too much. I don't know. That's my take on it. So Robin Chan writes in and says everything in Megaforce should be countered here. What? Should be countered here doing everything right. Okay. Like assistant principals, assistant teachers, ranger cameos that lasted longer than one episode. Basically, everything that made Megaforce / Super a bad season. And make this anniversary season a really good one for the fans and everybody. Something to remember and leave a lasting smile on everyone's face for years to come. Okay, moving on. I'm sorry, it was broken up. I'm sorry. You were saying? Anyone else? Yeah.
All right. From Ryan Earl Wizard Rider. Ooh, good name. Thomas. Great range wrap up, Jezzer, Johnny Parker. Thank you. And give this episode 5 out of 5, and I enjoyed the episode. Well, cool beans. Happy you liked it.
Thomas Franco. I hope the changes to Power Rangers franchise doesn't ruin the fan base, nor the writers do a better, that says nor, right? Nor the writers do a better job, not shitty job. I feel, I got a feeling the Beast Morpher will be a good season for 2019. Anyways, this episode was fun, AF. But okay, so yeah, I give this a 2.5. But if I had to make changes to Ninja Steel, would get rid of Go-Go Power Rangers theme song and Samurai and Dino Charge theme song. Wow, as well, I would have either one of the Ninja Storm Rangers come back as the mentor, if not, one of the Alien Rangers, and add at least a team-up episode and not that many filler episodes, just be better story arcs, and that was my period. Have multiple episodes for the past Rangers, not just a single damn episode. Anyway, great. Up. Hashtag keep it up. Peace out.
See, I don't understand why they don't bring back past Rangers. Like, I remember talking to a Ranger actor before, and he told me he was literally doing...
Smooth. Name names.
Walter Jones.
Okay.
Damn it. I can't believe you burnt out Walter like
that. Oh, my God. Why did you do... Oh, my God.
He just gave you the rope.
Sorry,
You're the one
Walter.
that took the jump.
Sorry, Walter.
You're the one that took the jump.
But like I was talking to him, he was telling me how he's still working actor and everything like that. He works on some national commercials and everything like that. But I'm like, okay, that's legitimate work. But Power Rangers is also legitimate work that probably is comparable to that in pay, if not more.
For what?
Commercials. Like he can
Nah.
International commercials, especially if you're doing
way more.
International commercials pay a whole
Keep
lot.
that strong. I'm scared. Back to the comments.
No.
I like a good international Coke commercial.
Conversation with a Ranger currently, which I'm not going to name their names. So I'm not nothing like that. But they were talking to me about some of the. I mean, this is another thing. This is another thing that I think needs to change, and I think
Fair pay for
I'm
Rangers.
I'll get to my rant in just a second. Go ahead. Because I'm going to talk a lot of shit about some of the people in the chat room. Go ahead.
Well, hashtag fair pay for Rangers. That's something that I would say. All right, so Jalen Glover says, "Hey everyone, it's Jalen again." That's how he starts it. I have to say that this was a pretty good episode.
Oh, is this the Jalen that last week said screw his throat, he wanted to call in anyway?
Oh, really?
Good.
Did he? What?
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, wow. All right. Knowing me as a gamer, I too can get addicted to video games pretty badly sometimes. But this episode taught me that you have to learn to control it when the important things come up. I really, really like this episode a lot. 5 out of 5 for me. Anyone, hopefully me and my mom, can still figure this whole room thing out for Power Morphicon. If you guys can help me out with that, I would appreciate it so much. Anyway, hope to see you guys there. Cool. I hope that it does work out, and hopefully you'll be able to see you. It would be great to see you in person, man.
Mm-hmm. Wait, weren't you guys competing for the same Morphicon date?
Yeah, we were, and after that, he said, forget it. It's okay. It's a truce. And I appreciate that. A man that knows when to say, I concede.
And then for the hotel room, weren't you saying that they can go to the hashtag shows like chat
THS hashtaggers.
Like figure out we split hotel rooms and everything like that?
Exactly.
Honestly,
I encourage it. I don't know how many of you are coming out to Power Morphicon, but I know that a bunch of you should probably get hotel rooms together, I'd say. I think it's a good idea. Mm-hmm. I think that, a lot of you guys have like-minded interests, and I think would be a lot of fun time.
Yeah, set it up, talk to each other, make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay, from Blackwing 2040. I found this episode very interesting. I'm looking forward to the next episode because it seems like the Rangers are for a challenge. Still, I wonder how will they switch the tone of the show and make it more engaging. It's good to have morals in episodes, but don't put it in there every episode. I agree with you. It is a kid's show, but whatnot, so you can drop some morals here and there. But overall, you want to make sure it's still entertaining as well and drop the storyline. Like, I will say that's my one problem is I don't feel like it's their overarching storyline that the Rangers are working with right now. Like, every episode is very episodic, where it's like from week to week, but there's no big overarching storyline for some problem they're dealing with.
I don't think Power Rangers, for the most part, besides the end of Season 2 and Season 3, really had that, though. I mean, I guess actually that's not necessarily true. RPM, Zeo kind of had it.
Yeah.
There's a few others, Space and Lost Galaxy.
SPD a little bit.
SPD definitely had it.
Dude, I mean, you're like, there's not that many, but it sounds like I just named a few.
Yeah, but out of all those seasons, you got to think of what didn't. That's like Ninja Steel, Dino Charge, kinda. Not really.
Ninja Storm had it.
Ninja Storm
had it.
Yeah, but definitely not Mega Force, really. Not Super Mega Force.
See, I just
naming all the best.
The thing is,
there's more. I mean, would you say that there's more bad seasons than good seasons?
Of Power Rangers? Are we including nostalgia or taking out nostalgia?
I mean, I would take out the nostalgia factor and just actually consider it as a good or bad season.
Can I use this as the basis? If I'm using this as the basis, like this current season right now,
oh, you can't.
I can't.
I would not.
You can use this, yeah.
Well, okay, fine. I would
all right. If I had to say, I'd have to probably like. We're probably more bad seasons.
Yeah.
There's some really, really great seasons, and there's some that have gone bad that would say was like bad, but just it wasn't as great. But yeah, but there's a few exceptional seasons too.
Sure.
Though. Space was an exceptional
Space
season.
is great. Lost
SPD,
Galaxy, RPM, SPD. I agree.
I love Ninja Storm. Not everybody is.
I did. I like Ninja Storm a lot too.
I am an RPM
Dino
man.
Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an RPM man.
Yeah, looking at the Disney, even what you call it, Mystic Force, wasn't that bad.
I didn't like this. I didn't like Overdrive or Mystic
A lot of
Force.
people are coming back to that. I hear that all the time now, and they're like, "Oh, I've done a rewatch, and actually, Mystic Force is good." And I was like, "Wow!"
But
from people saying it was poo until like, "Oh, wow, it's good."
But you know why though? Because it does have an overarching storyline. It's the whole plot of the whole series is about family, because it's a family squabble the Power Rangers have kind of like fallen into. And so if you watch it from week to week, it's like, but when you watch it all the way through, like in one, like, oh, this all interconnects, and by the time you get to the end of the season, everything comes full circle.
Oh, all right.
It's actually not, and the wire work and the fight scenes there are not that bad. To be honest with you, the worst part about that season just might be the caves.
Okay.
MJ Spud wants to know what your favorite season is.
Favorite season of Power Rangers would probably be SPD Emergency. That's my favorite song, and I love how that season
It's my
played
favorite
out.
song, too.
Yeah, so I love that season. Second would be In Space, because with Zordon passing, spoiler alert.
Murdered, not passing. He was
No,
murdered.
dude, he wasn't murdered because he sacrificed himself.
You can't sacrifice yourself when you're in a giant tube. You can't do anything.
He told him to kill
So you're
him,
telling me?
and he was like,
No.
Zordon, I can't. And then he had to fight people, and then actually do it.
What's the guy? Stephen Hawking.
wait,
If
time out.
Stephen Hawking was like, kill me. That's like sacrificing yourself.
No, but it's not
He
murder
wouldn't- he
either.
wouldn't
It's
say it that
suicide.
way.
It's assisted suicide.
That's what it is.
That's not
what
even
it is.
murder.
That's
what it
exactly what it was. It was assisted suicide. Kill me.
But yeah, SPD is my favorite. Space is like the tide, and the reason why is because with Space it wraps with the whole thing, and Bulk and Skull get their Vegeta moment.
Yeah, it's
when they
true.
become full.
Oh,
circle.
I love that.
yeah.
They're pretty much the Vegeta of the Power Rangers.
Oh, and Victor and Monty with the Bulk and Skull music now.
Ooh,
You
Jungle
guys
Fury was
pointed
good
out
season
last
2.
week, and now
And
it's
Jungle
happening.
Fury
I
had
didn't
a
like
overarching
Jungle Fury.
storyline.
Did not like Jungle
No?
Fury.
No?
was not my thing.
Okay, why?
Because it was too hyped. JD tried to hype it for me.
JD,
and I
why'd you
didn't
hype
like
it for him?
He was like, "Oh, it's a great season. They wear these stupid little boots and they look like idiots."
I
I
don't
didn't
think
like
he said
it.
that. I
think he said something like that.
Close the
It's
word.
pretty close. It's verbatim, I think.
Close. Okay. Good.
Edward Sanchez
Quote.
Production says, "Great Ranger wrap as always." Johnny, welcome to that hashtag show. Hope to see
Thank
more
you.
of you on the channel in the future. My favorite part of the episode was the video games because I love playing video games, and at the end, it got me so hyped for the next season. So hyped.
He was excited, man.
Oh man, I needed that. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
kidding.
like, oh boy.
That's the comment. Now I do want to talk about this Power Ranger actor thing. I think that as actors, Power Rangers get screwed over, and let me tell you why. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy to me that you can build your franchise on the backs of these kids and not pay them the way that like certain other shows, like CW, or regardless of the budget. Because even I'm sure that the Thundermans are doing okay. I'm sure that Victoria did all right.
Oh wow, she did very good. Her
whatever
deal
the
was
dumb show
amazing.
was. What was it called?
No, Victoria, Justice or
yeah.
whatever. Edward Sanchez is a big fan. He
Victorious.
knows for sure. Yeah, Victoria.
Victorious, yeah.
She did an amazing.
I'm sure those
deal,
kids did
actually.
okay.
She got really good.
Go ahead.
I would say I totally agree with you. And then like the show, like how it should be done, the model should be like Disney. Because we were talking about this last week. If you look how Disney treats their stars, they take these kids and turn them to household names. They turn them into stars. They do albums, do all these promotions.
Yep.
They get their names out there. So even if you choose to leave Disney and not pursue acting, okay, you're good, but you leave with a large sum of money and respect.
Yep.
And if you choose to go to the next step, that's how we get Selena Gomez.
And you're
That's
ca-
how we
yeah,
get
you're
Justin
carrying
Timberlake.
fans over with
That's
you.
how we get like all these stars who come from there. From Nickelodeon, we got one star, Ariana Grande. And the thing about this, no, not Drake Bell.
So
No,
here's
Drake
the
yeah,
point
they
though.
need to pay
That's
them more.
right.
The point
He's the
that
wrong
I'm trying
Drake
to
that
make
shows up in
mainly
parties.
though is
He's
that
the
I
wrong
feel
Drake.
that it kind of sucks though that these actors pretty much and they can't take other jobs outside of Power Rangers. When they go to these conventions, they're not allowed to go to these conventions. So it's like, how do you supplement the income that you're making? It doesn't make any sense. So it's just really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard to do.
And they're
You're
burning
ruining my
bridges.
show. Step off.
Sorry.
Get off my fucking show. Walk over there.
No, the
and
producer
get off my
said it.
show.
The producer said the
Jesus
Drake,
fucking
the Drake
Christ.
Bell part. I'm sorry. That was
You know what?
hilarious.
That producer could barely do it. He couldn't even get the goddamn show running to begin with. Anyway,
But you know, another thing too is that's part of the reason why if you go to those actors' Instagrams, they don't promote the show.
I wouldn't.
And you can't be mad at them for it. They have over 213,000 followers, 300,000 followers. If they promote the show, bring in a new fan base. But guess what? They don't do it because the show's not giving them respect. So why
And
should they respect the show?
Another thing too.
See, so that's why you
is
guys need to start hashtag Ranger Fair Wage. That's what
another
you guys need to do.
another big
Make that a
disappointment
thing.
I think too is that another way that they could do this. I don't understand why Saban doesn't take these Rangers from convention to convention to convention because you already have them under contract. So why not just pay them for their convention appearances and promote the current season?
Totally. And not only that, though, I totally agree with you, but not only that, though, Comic-Con. And think about this, when you see a Ranger at Comic-Con, they're always in the back little corner and everything like that, far away from stuff. But you look at CW stars, you look at WB stars, you look at people who do, you get, what's it, a Bab star, what's her name? Barbara, who does the voice of Tyler Sparkle?
Oh shoot.
Tara Strong. You look at what she does, she's like up front, like with crowds and everything like that. Power Rangers has the exact same fan base, but they don't give them
But
respect.
they're in the
They don't
back,
give them their
and I
due.
don't get that.
It's like you should be having Ballroom 20, like Power Ranger, like surprises and everything like that.
Well,
giving
another
interviews.
thing, we're not
That's true.
talking about Nickelodeon. We're talking about Saban. I agree with you, but I don't think that's the fault of Saban on that one. I think that's the fault of the management. I think that the Power Rangers management teams that are booking them at conventions, they're realistically, I think some of them know what they're doing, but some of them don't. And I think the ones that don't are just essentially saying like, "Hey, I got you at this convention. Now it's almost like I booked you here. Now you got to kind of fend for yourself."
Yeah, which is-
I don't think that that's the right way to go about
Like
doing
what kind
it.
of level of and that's the thing was like what kind of level of management is that? That's not fair. That's really not. It's like, look, I'm talent. Truth of the matter is, I'm paying you so you can do something. You need to do it all the way. Go ahead and get me in here. You get me proper placement. Because if I make more money, guess what's going to happen? You're going to make more money.
Exactly.
Right? That's how it works. Because you're going to be able to book me to more places. And I don't know if they have it set up on the whole thing where they're like a 2 to 3 point system or whatever that is, or the 50, the 50-50 thing or whatever it may be. But it's like, all right, you did something. So here, now you're going to get more. You're going to keep getting that. So keep me employed.
Exactly.
That's all you need to do.
Well, I know that one of the bigger problems that they have is they don't want to build another Tommy, and I get that. I completely get that because now they understand that Tommy, is his own entity and he can do pretty much what he wants in that community. They want a stronghold on it, but I think that's the wrong idea.
It really is. It really is.
I don't think that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're good, and I totally agree with you guys because it is the manager's fault. But I think I do put a little bit of blame on Saban and Nickelodeon as well because again, for those of you who know, I write comic books and I make Comic-Con every year. And the thing about this is when I make Comic-Con, I've seen Glee have a panel at Comic-Con. I've seen Twilight shut down Comic-Con. And how is it as a fan of Power Rangers for all these years? I have not seen Power Rangers do the same thing. When I'm walking those streets, I don't see a Power Rangers billboard. I don't see Power Rangers on a bus, and I should see that. I should see Power Rangers there.
Nickelodeon branded it. We're not
Did you
Exactly.
see when the film came out?
No.
I was gonna say they didn't even have a panel at Comic-Con, did they?
Exactly, no. And that's the thing, though. And there are fans there. I've seen people show up in Power Rangers costumes. I've seen whole Ranger teams. I'm like, that's legit. But the thing about it is, though, they're not giving respect to their fan base. So I agree with you. It's totally Magic's fault for not booking them correctly. But Nickelodeon and Saban, they need to market this more. They need to take advantage of it.
Or they need to sell the franchise to Hasbro immediately. Abandon ship.
Oh, geez, really?
And take my money with it. I think that if
if they sold the franchise to Hasbro, are you concerned that ultimately with it, it's going to get it's going to get that retooling that Hasbro did for like everything they have, like GI Joe?
It's working.
Well, GI Joe is doing good because you put The Rock in. Like you said, what is he? Box office what?
He's a superstar.
Box office Viagra.
Viagra.
That's it.
I said
so
that,
there you go.
Viagra,
Box office Viagra. So I mean that's it. But for then you also have Michael Bay who isn't really box office Viagra anymore.
What are you talking about?
He just blows things up. But it's
That's
like
not
that
true.
wouldn't be bad on Power Rangers.
I don't think that's true.
No, you don't. Michael Bay doesn't. Just
Michael
blow
Bay
things
makes
up?
money. That's what it comes down to. He makes a lot more money than that Power Ranger movie did. And that had Elizabeth Banks and Bryan Cranston in it. So
if we put
I'd rather
Hasbro-
see a Michael Bay Power Ranger movie than.
So you'd be down if we
Fuck
they
yeah,
did sell it to
it would be.
Hasbro and we got the Michael
Not
Bay.
only would I be down for it, but that means you can cross. Hasbro's trying to build their own universe with the Micronauts, Mask, Transformers,
Battleship.
Yeah, that's right.
GI Joe. So having Power Rangers as a part of that would be
amazing.
Huge.
And it fits right into the storylines they're doing because the storyline that's happening in the comics right now, Brandon Easton's a writer on it. Part of the things they're doing is that the mass technology they have when they put their helmets together came from Transformers. And so putting this in the same universe where Power Rangers are having these alien races and whatnot, they use Zords anyway. It just all comes together.
And they wouldn't have to fight to look for a movie distributor like Lionsgate, and they could drop that contract because Paramount already works with Hasbro. They already have like an vested interest. Not only that, but there's also the point of the figures that you would get. You already know that Power Rangers know how to make mechs. I mean, not Power Rangers. Hasbro can make mechs. Look at Transformers. Now, and you know, like some of their other figures. They have the Marvel Legacy line. They have the Star Wars Black Series.
That works in film. That works in film. When it works in television, if they did, and they still work with Paramount, because Paramount's making their own network.
Well, Hasbro is working with My Little Pony, aren't they?
No, but I'm saying for them, when it comes to that, when it comes to the show, is that a worry that they would end up putting the show on their Paramount network? Which is like, well, people are wondering where
Discovery,
is it right now?
Discovery
exists,
Kids.
but it's like, oh, but where?
Listen, if they can find My Little Pony, they can find Power Rangers.
Do you think they'll put it on Discovery Kids, or would they probably put it on that Paramount network?
Yeah, but not only that though, but they can find Transformers still. They can find Power Rangers.
Yeah.
And the thing about this is, when you think about it as well, is like Michael Bay. Like, let's be have our conversation about Michael Bay. When you think about Bad Boys, good movie.
Yeah.
Bad Boys 2, good movie.
Enjoyed it.
You think about was it the one with the Rock and they're burning the hands outside and everything like that?
Oh,
the one that takes place in my brain with Mark Wahlberg.
Shoot.
Say again? Pain and Gain, good movie. The thing about this is that when he comes to Transformers movie, we get mad at the Transformers movie because one, the Transformers look terrible. In addition to that, though, if we were watching it for Transformers, we just had to follow the humans around. But if he was doing a Power Rangers movie, that's exactly what we would want. Follow the humans around because they're the Power Rangers, and then have the big mech battle at the end. He's literally been making Power Rangers movie this whole time without having Power Rangers. If we just slapped some suits, like a red suit on Mark Wahlberg, I'd pay again to watch that shit.
Now, MJ Spud says, Joe, the Transformers toys have been shit recently.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I got 4 words for you. Gold Ranger Legacy figure. I mean, that sums it up. So, That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say about Saban. Get your shit together. Pay these guys what they deserve. And
or Hasbro
and treat these people right, because at the end of the day, they're carrying the franchise on their backs, not you. I don't see Haim Saban out there. I see you taking in a lot of money, but you know what Haim Saban reminds me of? I was just watching the NWA Straight Outta Compton movie. He reminds me of that dude.
Suge Knight?
No. The dude that took all the Eazy-E's money and fucked him over.
Oh, the lawyer.
The manager guy.
The one that Ice Cube made the song about.
Yeah. He reminds me of that guy, Heller. Whatever is something Heller.
Yeah.
Terry Heller or whatever his name is.
Not trying to build up the art form, just trying to take all the money.
I think that, and essentially that's what you're doing. These actors have built this company for you and for you to repay. You have billions of dollars, and some of these guys, you see them hustling at every convention and still promoting themselves, but still being pretty proud of the brand.
That's what I was going to say. That's the thing that really does kill me, because they're still proud of the brand, and what they also do. They still, even though they're doing this on their own volition, they're getting there, they're doing everything, they still have to follow like Saban's kind of rules on what they can and can't say or can and can't do sometimes at a con. I don't get that. How does Saban still get to have that power, but yet you don't allow them to do particular things? How does that happen? And then you still restrict them in so many ways. That's not fair. I don't get that. And these people have a true love for what they've done and a really big love for the fans. Where Saban, it feels like Saban more and more just doesn't care about the fans.
And it's dumb the way they're doing it too, because you brought that whole point about how they don't want to build another Tommy. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Look at the NBA. When did the NBA get popular and go across the world? When we got Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and
he carried that brand across the world. And whatever they're trying to do ever since then, make another Michael Jordan. That's how we got Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Steph Curry, LeBron James, because he's carrying your franchise across the world.
I'm really happy you didn't say Kobe Bryant, because he's not in that level. But
oh my God.
Hey, facts are facts.
But anyway, what I was saying, if you build
hashtag don't celebrate rapists. That's for you, Kobe Bryant.
But if you build another Tommy, he's just going to go anyway.
But he wasn't convicted. Here's another deal. Yeah, because he settled out of court. Here's another deal, though. Is that WWE did the same thing. We need another Hulk Hogan, right? You got The Rock, you got John Cena. You could do this. Stone Cold Steve Austin only benefits you. So my final message for Saban is this: is that I can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. You've got to start doing the right thing by the fans and by the Rangers that have helped build your franchise. And if you don't do that, then I'm not going to stop. I cannot be censored and I cannot be silenced. And not only that, but the stuff that I am working with the other Power Rangers that are involved, I'll say this: if it doesn't come out, then you know that obviously Saban didn't want it out, and and I'm trying to do this stuff for the fans. So I'm not saying that I hate Saban, but what I am saying is that things need to improve, and they need to improve right now. Anyway, that's going to do it for us on that hashtag show. Thank you again for watching the Ranger Wrap-Up. Again, I am Joe, this is Daniel, and this is Johnny. Johnny, where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me at JohnnyP313. That's on Twitter and Instagram. I want to give a shout to thanks to Josh Thomas for following me right now. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Oh, you can find me at Battlestar Galactica. It's right below.
And you can find me at that hashtag Joe on all social media. And you can find Johnny coming up in about an hour on the Henshin Hangout. He's going to be talking about some Lupin Ranger versus Potter Ranger.
And Kamen Rider build, which is sensational. If you're not watching it, watch it. It's amazing.
Is it better than Lupin right now?
Yeah. They're about 23 episodes in, and it feels like they should be at the end of the season because it's so good. There's so much storyline happening right now. It's really good.
And then after that, later on tonight, you can catch me and McDolly on After Dark. We have some guest appearances from other hashtag show members, and we are going to be talking about a lot of the current Geek news that's going on, as well as taking the whatever it's called, spicy chip challenge, whatever it's called. The one chip challenge, I think it's called.
The one chip.
So we'll be doing that later, guys. Check them out on Henshin Hangouts coming up a little bit after this. But thanks for watching. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
in geek pop culture.